Well, here's a very, very long overdue unboxing. I got this, in fact I was sent this from Patrick all the way over there in the US of A. He sent me this along with a few other bits and pieces, which I did unbox. You saw me unboxing this with another Hoover and a toy washing machine, which I haven't unboxed either. So I've finally got round to unboxing. Thank you, Patrick, yet again. I finally got round to unboxing this Black & Decker DustBuster Mini Vac, a 780 watt mains powered cleaner. And the reason that prompted me to unbox this was I want to use the blowing facility. I've got a few vacuums that blow, but I'm decorating at the moment and there's dust behind radiators, and I've used a radiator brush to remove some of the dust, but I need a strong blower to just make sure it's all dust free. So I remembered this has a blowing function, so I thought, oh, I'll best unbox this. So thank you, Patrick. Thank you to everyone, in fact, who has in the past donated for my Amazon wishlist and my PayPal me. Thank you so much, all of you. But currently, I don't have an Amazon wish list. So if you do see an Amazon wish list with iBasic on it, it's not mine because mine is private. You can't see it. I don't have a PayPal me link active either. So what I'm basically saying is I'm not accepting any gifts of money or vacuums or whatever from any of my viewers and subscribers. I just thought it's not right anymore. I was always a little bit uneasy. I was very grateful for what I got, but I'm quite happy to take products from retailers and manufacturers because they have a budget for that sort of thing, and you know, it's in their marketing. So I'm quite happy for that, and I've been getting a few freebies as you've seen. So I think I'll stick to that. So your support by watching my videos, thumbing up and commenting is all I need. And of course subscribing. So here's this little DustBuster. I've had one of these before a while ago, but this has everything, and this is a little hose. I wish other manufacturers would supply a little hose. Shark, I'm talking to you. You know, they have some very good handheld and stick vacuums, Shark. But in the UK anyway, they do a flexible hose to fit, but in the UK they don't supply it as standard. But anyway, there's one there with the Black & Decker. You also get a little floor nozzle, DustBuster Mini Vac. Quite narrow. And it's even got a little lever and a brush at the back. 4 little rubber wheels. There we go. This is the Inflating Pack. So this will inflate air beds and beach balls and well, I won't say what else it might inflate. Use your imagination, folks. But anything that requires air inside it, you could possibly inflate it using this DustBuster. They all fit onto the you could fit them onto the end of the hose, I expect, like that, and inflate your things. So there we go, that's that. This is sort of a gulper type tool, is it? I don't know what that is, or is that just an extension? I'm not sure. Anyway, there's something. Got a little narrow general purpose nozzle. That I would say is a gulper tool, sort of a gulper shape for larger debris, you know, like dog food and kitty litter, things like that. That's just, I was going to say it's a crevice tool, but it isn't a crevice tool, it's just possibly, yes, possibly that's for fitting the other tools onto. Something's happening with my camera, I don't know what's going on. It's doing things. Sorry about that, my memory card ran out. I'm using a new camera and doesn't seem to tell you, I can't find out where it shows you how much space you've got left on the memory card. Anyway, I should have enough space now. So here's the instruction book. And what I was saying is I don't remember mine coming with a bag. You've got this Black & Decker branded sort of storage bag for the tools, which is handy. And we also get 3 extension wands. There's no sort of dusting tool, is there? No, no dusting tool. This is a drawstring bag. So, ideal for the car, of course. Not a cordless vacuum, which tend to be all the rage, but being mains powered, it obviously keeps its power while it's plugged in. And it's quite, as I say, over 700 watts, isn't it? 780 watts. So for a handheld, that's quite powerful. You've also got, oh, there's a little brush built on in this little section here. A little brush nozzle there, which fits directly onto the end. Not really a adjusting brush, it's a bit rigid for that. But that would be good for maybe a car mats, because it gives you a bit of agitation. So that's always on board, providing you don't lose it. How did it go in? That way. I really should watch what I'm doing, shouldn't I, while I'm taking this out. You probably know which way it came in by watching the video. All came out, but oh, there we are. Is it? There, that's it. I think that's it. Here's the flap at the back with the filter, but it's also where you plug in. And I think this is what this will be useful for, this bit. This sort of smiley shaped end goes into there. There we are. So now you can use it for blowing. So I could either attach the hose or I could attach the tubes. I think on the box it shows it blowing leaves, so it should be quite powerful. You could attach all three of the extension ones and use that for leaf blowing. But what I'm going to use it for today, as I said, is blowing some dust from behind my radiators. So I'll probably attach the hose. Now that is odd. There's one thing that's missing. Well, I don't know if it's missing. Well, it's not missing, but it's one thing that isn't in the toolkit. It's a crevice nozzle. Seems a bit odd. But anyway, all the sun's come out. Wonders will never cease. So I think for me, I'll probably, I don't know, maybe attach a tube. I wonder what the narrowest nozzle is. Well, of course these. I mean, these are blowing adapters, but I suppose you could use them for suction. But I will probably use one of these nozzles. Does it fit on there? Doesn't. It doesn't actually fit onto the tube. Oh. Anyway, I'll probably use one of these to concentrate the force of the air to blow out the muck from behind the radiator. So that's for the blowing. It's going to be a bit stiff. Come on. There we are. That flap closes. You've got your little on-off switch. You've got a clean filter light. Looks like a piston type filter indicator, bag full indicator. Of course, it's bagless. Quite small capacity. You've got little flap at the bottom to stop the dirt falling out. Oh, it's not as bad as I remembered, actually, the filter. Obviously, because it's not got a cyclone, all the dirt you suck in will be attracted to this part of the filter, but that'd be easy enough to clean with a brush or something. But behind that, you've got another filter which is pleated. So again, that can be cleaned. Tap it. I'll check if we can wash it. So at least the larger debris, hairs and things, will be trapped by this mesh before they get to the pleated filter. No other filter, you just got the motor behind there. That clips onto that. This, I think, could be, I'm not sure actually about a caravan. I mean, it's small enough to use in a caravan. Now, I've been looking into caravanning, and I think this would be okay if you were to use it to clean out your caravan when it's plugged into the mains of your house, or if you're parked up at a caravan site and your caravan's plugged into the mains, you could use it because it's quite high wattage. But I wouldn't think you could use it using your caravan's internal battery. You'd be better off with a rechargeable vacuum for that. But anyway, to clean out your caravan while it's at home or while you're on site, that would fit in one of your little cubby holes, wouldn't it? And one in your little storage, what do they call them? Overhead lockers, that's it. You could fit all this in its bag, all the tools in the bag and that next to it if you want to have a vacuum with you. And of course, Another thing, because it's got the blowing function, if you're going on a touring holiday in your caravan, you've got anything to pump up, paddling pools or airbeds or stuff, you could use this. Yeah, right, let's just check, see if I've got anything I can tell you about it. It's showing all sorts of different configurations of how you can use it. There we go, can we see? Left a bit, right a bit, up, down. So, you know, you can use it with the hose, you can use it directly with the nozzle, you can use it with the wands. Oh yes, I was just going to check about the filter, see if you can wash it. The cord stores around the base of the unit. It's obviously wrapped up. It's a pretty long cord. Often these mains pad handheld vacuums are pretty stingy with the cords. Most of them are long enough to get up the stairs. Obviously you probably will need an extension lead if you're taking it outside, unless you've got a socket in your garage that's near to your car. But yes, according to the instructions, you just keep wrapping the cable around the back. Yes, I'll just check if it's washable, that filter. Hopefully it will be washable. Da-da-dam. It's got a thermal cutout. If you do clog it up and don't do anything about washing the filter or unclogging it, it will cut out. It'll switch off in order for it to cool down. Replacing the filters. It says here the filters should be replaced every 6 to 9 months or wherever worn or damaged. Cleaning the dust bowl and filters. The filters are reusable and should be cleaned regularly. Brush any loose. Yes, you can wash the filter in warm soapy water. The bowl and the filter holder can also be washed, but of course, as with all filters, make sure it's 100% dry before you pop it back into the cleaner. So yeah, there we have it. Nice little thing. Still available. So I've had this a while before unboxing it, but I'm sure it's still currently available on Amazon. This is where I got, well, Patrick kindly bought this for my Amazon wish list, so obviously Amazon stocked it. But from what I remember, it's a pretty powerful vacuum, so let's plug it in and give it a go. Okie dokie. Let's switch on. Yeah, that surely has a lot of suction. Don't know how much suction it'll maintain once it's full, but so far there's no battery cordless vacuum I've ever used yet that's got anything like that suction. Even the most powerful as regarding suction, I would say, is the cordless Henry cleaner that I used on my channel. I unboxed and gave a brief demo of. That's certainly the most powerful, but it's obviously a full-sized vacuum. But cordless, this has certainly got more power, but it's mains powered. No manufacturer to this date of making this video has ever produced, in my experience, a cordless vacuum that has as much suction as a cordless. Even one that's got less motor wattage. Obviously this is on the high side, being over 700 watts. But yeah, let's see. I think this grey bit, I think this plugs into, does it? No. How do you do, is that, oh, it's this one. It's the blue. Oh yes, I should know. The blue goes into there. Does it, Roger? Yes. There we are. That's it. It's all a bit hard to push in. So that's the blue bit. Let me just adjust myself. Can't see what I'm doing. There we are. So now into this bit I can attach the wands, all three if I want to, and then I've converted this from a handheld into a stick type vac. So especially if now I put on this nozzle here. There we are. Now I can use it like as an upright. So that's alright for whipping around for my carpets and floors, but of course I can use it high up as well. I could attach, I'm not sure what I'd use actually for cobwebs. I suppose that nozzle, perhaps you put that does go onto the end. so you can reach up high. It's a shame it doesn't come with a dedicated little dusting brush really, and a dedicated crevice nozzle. I'm a bit surprised. Not sure if that fits on. Oh, it does. I don't think I ever realised that when I had this before. That fits onto this, so that's good. So you can extend the reach if you want to. So let's feel the force of the blow, shall we? By attaching the blower hose to the blower outlet. Oh, that comes off. That's not actually stuck on. I think you'll be able to rinse the exhaust filter. So that fits on there, and then you can pop the hose on. And now, instead of sucking, we're blowing. It's quite powerful. Quite a good blowing action. Now when you attach these, I think because of the way they're designed, that's difficult. For sure I'm doing something wrong because, oh, there we are. Ah, that's it. There is a certain way to go on. Right. That's how they clip on. So these are the inflator nozzles. I suppose you could take these, separate these if you wanted to. There's no harm in leaving them all connected. They go on a certain way. There's also, apart from the end that blows to inflate an item, you've got this little relief bit, so it's it will blow out of that as well as blowing out of the nozzle. And then to take it off, just pull it up, I think. Push that up, do you? That doesn't want to come off. Let me just try it anyway. So yes, that certainly concentrates the suction. Sorry, the blowing. But getting it off is a bit tricky. Oh dear. Don't seem to want to come off. There must be a knack to it. Sorry, viewers. Just busy yourself. Now is the time to take a toilet break or grab yourself a cup of tea. Must be doing something wrong. It's picture G. What's it say? Inflating. Open the exhaust, fit the adapter, align the tab. To remove the adapter, lift up the tab. Right, I thought you had to, but there's a tab, lift it up. Well, that's what I was doing. Oh. Well, anyway, I won't bother trying to struggle with this, shall I? Right, that'll do. Right, I'll have to leave that on there. Can't get it off for now. It's all a bit, everything, when things are new, they're always a bit, you know, a bit stiff and things loosen up. Ugh. Crikey, I'm getting a workout today. Things loosen up in time. Ooh. And now my battery's going. Oh, dear me. So there you go, folks. That's the end of my unboxing and initial first look at the Black & Decker DustBuster Mini Vac. Certainly got a lot of suction for such a small vacuum cleaner, but it is very hard to take the bits apart. I eventually got this bit out. I think it's because it's new, but just be wary of that if you decide to buy one. I still haven't managed to get that off the end of the hose either. Anyway, thanks once again to Patrick for kindly choosing this for my Amazon wish list. I'm sure I'll make good use of it. There will be a demonstration, I promise, folks. There will be coming up at some point. There will be demos of everything that I've unboxed. They will all be coming eventually. By hook or by crook, they will be demonstrated. So, that's it. If you have any questions about the DustBuster Mini Vac, ask in the comments section below. As I said, you can probably still buy this from Amazon. It's probably your best bet, and I expect it will be available in America as well, because I believe Black & Decker is an American brand, is it not? Perhaps, I'm not sure. Oh, just to tell you, it's got a 6-meter mains cable. I've just checked. You can just see that on the box. And the model is VH780, and it's got a 2-year guarantee. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.